From Tottenham council flat to global superstar, discover how Adele's authentic voice and working-class London roots conquered the world. This is the incredible story of how staying true to yourself can make you the most beloved artist on earth. Prepare for the ultimate rags-to-riches inspiration from North London's finest.
Biographical narrative: Adele, Tottenham's voice of a generation in a cramped council flat in Tottenham, North London, a teenage girl with a voice that could shake buildings practiced singing Etta James songs while her single mother worked night shifts to keep them afloat, completely unaware that her raw, emotional vocals would one day make her the most successful British artist of the 21st century and the pride of working-class London. This wasn't just any girl with big dreams, this was Adele Laurie Blue Adkins, who would transform from a struggling teenager in one of London's toughest neighborhoods into a global phenomenon, proving that authentic talent and staying true to your roots can conquer the entire world. Born on May 5, 1988, in Tottenham, Adele's early life was defined by the unbreakable bond between a determined single mother and a daughter whose extraordinary voice was evident from the moment she could speak. Her mother, Penny Adkins, was barely out of her teens when she became pregnant, but her fierce protection and unwavering support of Adele's talent would become the foundation of one of music's greatest success stories. Growing up in a community often dismissed by the rest of London, Adele learned early that she would have to work twice as hard to be taken seriously. The absence of her father, Mark Evans, who walked out when she was just 2 years old, left a wound that would later fuel some of her most powerful songs. But rather than becoming bitter, young Adele channeled her abandonment issues into an emotional depth that would make her music resonate with millions of people dealing with their own heartbreak and loss. Her childhood was spent moving between different areas of North London as her mother searched for affordable housing, creating a sense of rootlessness that would later make home such a powerful theme in her music. Her discovery of music came through her mother's eclectic record collection, featuring everyone from The Cure to Ella Fitzgerald. But it was when 10-year-old Adele first heard Etta James singing at last that she understood the transformative power of a truly great voice. She began singing along to these records with such passion and natural skill that neighbors would gather outside their flat just to listen, recognizing that something extraordinary was happening behind those thin walls. The decision to attend the BRIT School for Performing Arts and Technology was both a dream come true and a culture shock for a girl from Tottenham. Surrounded by students from more privileged backgrounds, Adele initially felt out of place and intimidated. However, her raw talent and authentic personality quickly won over classmates and teachers alike. Unlike many of her peers who were polished and trained, Adele's voice carried the pain and joy of real-life experience that couldn't be taught or manufactured. Her time at BRIT School was transformative, not because it changed who she was, but because it gave her the tools to express her authentic self more effectively. She learned to play guitar, studied songwriting, and most importantly, gained confidence in her own unique style. While other students tried to emulate popular artists, Adele was developing a sound that was entirely her own, deeply rooted in soul and blues traditions but unmistakably modern and personal. The breakthrough came through the most modern of methods. A friend posted 3 of Adele's demo songs on MySpace, where they quickly gained attention from music industry professionals. Her raw talent was undeniable, but what really set her apart was the emotional honesty in her lyrics and the way her voice could convey heartbreak so powerfully that listeners felt like she was singing directly to their own experiences. Signing with XL Recordings at just 18 was the beginning of a journey that would redefine what commercial success could look like for an artist who refused to compromise her authenticity. Her debut album 19, named after her age when she wrote most of the songs, introduced the world to an artist who could make intimate heartbreak feel universal. Songs like Chasing Pavements and Hometown Glories showcased not just her incredible voice but her ability to turn personal pain into artistic triumph. The success of 19 was impressive, but it was just a preview of what was to come. Her second album, 21, became a cultural phenomenon that transcended music to become the soundtrack of a generation's romantic experiences. Written during and after a devastating breakup, the album channeled Adele's personal heartbreak into songs that spoke to anyone who had ever loved and lost. Rolling in the Deep, Someone Like You, and Set Fire to the Rain weren't just hit songs, they were emotional anthems that dominated radio, streaming platforms, and karaoke bars worldwide. What made Adele's success even more remarkable was how she achieved it entirely on her own terms. In an industry obsessed with image, she refused to conform to conventional beauty standards or manufactured personas. Her authentic London personality, complete with cheeky humor and occasional swearing, endeared her to fans who felt like they were getting to know a real person rather than a carefully constructed celebrity image. Her live performances became legendary for their emotional intensity and Adele's natural ability to connect with audiences. Whether performing in intimate venues or massive stadiums, she maintained the same conversational, authentic approach that made every concert feel like a personal experience. Her banter between songs, often featuring self-deprecating humor and stories about her life in London, created a sense of intimacy that was unprecedented for an artist of her commercial success. The global domination continued with her third album, 25, which broke numerous sales records and proved that Adele's appeal transcended cultural and generational boundaries. Songs like Hello and When We Were Young demonstrated her evolution as both a vocalist and songwriter while maintaining the emotional honesty that had made her famous. The album's success made her one of the wealthiest musicians in the world, but she remained grounded in her North London roots. Her approach to fame was refreshingly different from most global superstars. Despite having enough money to live anywhere in the world, Adele remained in London, buying a house near where she grew up and maintaining the same circle of friends she'd had before becoming famous. Her commitment to staying connected to her community and her authentic self became part of her appeal. Fans trusted her because she never forgot where she came from. The personal struggles Adele faced during her rise to fame, including anxiety, depression, and the breakdown of her marriage to Simon Konecki, were handled with characteristic honesty. Rather than hiding her problems behind a perfect public image, she spoke openly about her challenges, making her even more relatable to fans dealing with their own difficulties. Her willingness to be vulnerable in both her music and her public appearances created a level of connection between artist and audience that was unprecedented. Her divorce and subsequent weight loss journey became tabloid obsessions, but Adele handled the scrutiny with typical grace and humor. Her transformation was about health and happiness rather than conforming to industry standards, and her openness about the process inspired millions of people dealing with their own body image and health challenges. She proved that change was possible while staying true to your essential self. The release of 30th in 2021 marked another evolution in Adele's artistry, dealing with themes of divorce, motherhood, and personal growth with the same emotional honesty that had always characterized her work. Songs like Easy on Me and Oh My God showed an artist who had grown and changed while maintaining the authentic voice that had made her beloved worldwide. Her Las Vegas residency at Caesars Palace demonstrated her ability to create intimate experiences even in large venues, with shows that felt more like performances in someone's living room than typical Las Vegas spectacles. Her emotional reactions to audience members' stories and her willingness to stop mid-song to connect with fans created unforgettable experiences that reinforced her reputation as one of music's most genuine performers. The impact Adele has had on the music industry extends beyond her own success to influence how authenticity and emotional honesty are valued in popular music. Her success proved that audiences were hungry for real emotion and genuine artistry, paving the way for other artists to embrace vulnerability and authenticity rather than manufactured perfection. Her charitable work, often conducted quietly and without publicity, has focused on supporting young people in North London and providing opportunities for working-class kids to access music education. Her understanding of how difficult it can be to pursue artistic dreams without financial support has made her a passionate advocate for arts education and community programs in areas like the one where she grew up. As Adele continues to evolve as an artist and person, her story serves as inspiration for anyone who has ever felt like an outsider or been told their dreams were too big for their circumstances. Her journey from a council flat in Tottenham to global superstardom proves that authentic talent, combined with hard work and staying true to your values, can overcome any obstacle. Today, Adele represents the best of London's working-class spirit and the power of authentic artistry in an often artificial industry. Her story continues to inspire while proving that the most powerful music comes from the most honest places, and that success doesn't require changing who you are, it requires having the courage to be completely, unapologetically yourself.
Adele proved that authenticity is the most powerful force in music. From Tottenham teenager to global icon, she showed us that your voice matters when it comes from the heart. Subscribe for more incredible London success stories. Like if Adele's journey inspired you, share your favorite Adele moment.